I thought it was very irresponsible to give him a part two that seems to be over an hour long. I think this is definitely because Kendra don't have no kids. She's zoned in and focused on the comments, zoned in and focused on the rhetoric and this dumb shit that this man is saying. I'm zoned in on this baby. My only concern is for this baby that when it comes to children, innocent children, babies, that's where it draws the line. It's not enough money. It's not enough super chat. It ain't worth it to me.
I'll hate her mother to the day I die, and that's what it is.
Awesome. Okay. Have you ever gone to therapy, sir?
No, real men don't go to therapy.
What's coming?
Welcome to another episode of the That Scary with Melanie P podcast. I'm your girl, Melanie P, and we're here to have a little conversation, y'all. I don't want to do no more videos about Kendra G because I just don't want to. I don't like what it's giving. I don't know why I have the last couple of videos about Kendra G. On a recent episode of Kendra G Live, I was almost in tears. Because she had a episode with this homeless man that had a 9-month-old baby, and he was on the show. And it was very triggering for me. It was very triggering for me. Now, if you guys have seen this episode of Kendra G, most recent episode where she has this man Awesome on her show with a baby, holding the baby, and she proceeds to ask him all the questions. Now, and I totally get it. Get your bag, sis. Get your bag. I totally get it. But this right here was a bit much for me. Now, this episode that we're looking at on the screen, this was the initial episode. I'm going to play a little bit of it just so you guys can see what we're working with here. Basically, long story short, Awesome is a TI of sorts of words. He is a homeless man who has a baby, and he's actually calling in as he calls from a shelter on the Kendra G show to go through the questionnaire to find a woman, not just any woman, but a woman who likes a certain steak coloring, a woman who is black, a woman who is going to raise his children and I guess his child and help them get out the shelter. Let's just watch a little bit of this.
We can't hear you.
Okay, what about now?
Are you looking for love?
Yeah, I'm terrible with this thing. Yeah, I'm definitely. Absolutely. What's happening?
Is this your child?
Absolutely. I don't take care of nobody else's kid.
How old is your kid?
She be 9 months next month.
You are the first man that came on with a baby in their hands.
Yeah, well, I'm a different kind of guy. All due respect, anybody who in queue probably gonna want to hang up because you ain't gonna be able to get to them. This interview gonna take a while. I was in the streets and I was living a different life, and her mother, she decided that she wanted to do some other things, and we didn't quite see. She thought she should do some other things, and she ended up doing them. So I had to make a choice. It was either let my daughter go to the system or keep her, and I'd have had her ever since she'd been born.
Is the child's mother in jail?
No, she's not in jail. She's just living her life. She's not no bad person. She's just.
Okay, so you have full-time custody of your child.
Yeah, well, absolutely. I keep my daughter. I don't need custody. I don't subscribe to that.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, these people don't tell me what to do. It's my daughter. They weren't there when I made her. Yeah, I take care of her.
Awesome.
Okay.
What do you do for a living?
Well, I'm an industrialist. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I'm working at a pizza place.
You're an industrialist, but you work.
I just love when Kendra G looks over to the left. It says a lot without saying much.
At a pizza place?
Yes.
What do you do at the pizza place?
Make pizzas. My dog Harvey hired me. Shout out to Harvey.
All right, you're a pizza maker. You're not trolling me. Everything you're telling me is true?
Kendra, I don't play no games.
Okay. So what would you say to the woman that's concerned that you have a 9-month-old baby?
I mean, that would be silly. You know what I'm saying? If she doesn't know a man when she's looking at one, then that'd be her loss. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking nobody to take care of my daughter. I provide for my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I want her to have a mother. I want her to have a woman who's, who embodies the qualities that I'm looking for in order to pass good thoughts and good
Now I'm gonna end this first one here. Basically, what happens is in this particular dating site, in this particular dating episode, Awesome, as I said before, homeless man using a bunch of words, saying a bunch of nothing. A lot of ignorance here. Actually, let me let the ignorance play, because it's just, I can't even put it into words.
And, you know, the things that I believe that are important for my daughter to have. So, yeah, I'm doing that. I'll do that.
So do you want something serious, or you just want to date?
Absolutely. I'm looking for a wife. I'm looking for the mother of my child. For sure.
So I will say then that she does have the right to be concerned if you have a 9-month-old baby, because she has to be willing to sign up to be the child's stepmother.
Well, I wouldn't say a stepmother, because you know what I mean. I really wouldn't subscribe to that. She would be her mother, even though she didn't come out of her. And besides, a woman is a nurturer to begin with. I've been playing the role, but I'm not really a nurturer. But that's not really my nature. You know what I'm saying? But I do it because that's what I've had to do. But I'm looking forward to having a solid black woman in my life who possesses the qualities that I'm looking for, that's been vetted, and you know what I mean. She can come along and, you know, raise her daughter.
And again, you're not trolling me. You're being completely honest.
Raise her daughter.
Yeah, Kendra.
Okay, all right, let's keep going. So this is Awesome 44. He's an industrialist, but currently working at a pizza place.
Sure.
Is your only child?
No, you know what I'm saying? I got another daughter. Shout out to my baby Brooklyn, Daddy Lover. She, you
Ew.
know, she's 26. She got married because she listened to Daddy. She's been married since the 11th of November. I
shouldn't say that.
She's Daddy's pumpkin. She's Daddy's baby.
Daddy's pumpkin. Daddy's baby.
Yes.
Have you ever been married, sir?
No.
Okay. You're ready for marriage though now?
Yeah, I want to be. You know what I'm saying? I think marriage is really cool.
Okay.
I think it's a great thing. If you
were a woman, they would say, why didn't you marry one of the 2 women you had kids with?
Yeah, I would have never done that. You know what I'm saying? I was like I said, I'm really out the street, Kendra. I'm just a guy who I'm really a goon. I'm not none of these perpetrators or phonies. I've really seen it, done it, and been involved in it. And so the only thing that changed me was that she needed somebody to take care of her. There was no one. And so she changed my life. She did more for me than I've ever done for her. So I had to submit to the Creator and ask him, what did he want from me? He said, your life, the life that you had, is not the life that I want for you. I want something else for you. And so that's what it is. And it was
people
so
who've been in jail be having all the
story,
philosophy,
because I just get so tired of besides my daughters, the masculinity, upliftment, and self-esteem of black men is so important to me. And so it's time for me to reveal myself and let myself be known, so that way I can begin to help these brothers, because Lord, these brothers need help. I've been in your comment section too long.
Okay, well, let's get to it. Now let's get to the questions. We got Awesome 44 Taurus. He's currently a pizza maker, but also does industrial work. Dad to 2, a 26-year-old and a 9-month-old baby that he's currently holding. What kind of woman are you looking for?
Well, I don't do industrial work. I'm industrialist. That means I create opportunities. So that's a little bit different.
Oh, you're an industrialist. Okay, you want to break it down more? What do you do as in that?
Industrialist. Well, that just means, you know what I mean? Any woman that's with me, she don't have to worry about nothing. I make sure everything is okay.
So that's the job? But it was like, what do you do for a living? So you consider
I told you. Yes, I told you I actually make pizzas, but I'm an industrialist.
And so you're saying this as in your job when you say industrialist?
Yes, ma'am. How
do you get paid as an industrialist?
Say again?
How do you get paid as an industrialist?
Well, a man has to create his own opportunities through sacrifice and be forced through hard work. So that's me. I don't subscribe to what everybody else thinks or what the internet think or what other people. I don't listen to podcasts. I don't need none of them guys to tell me about being a man.
Some people in the comment section are saying the baby's fake. I don't want to believe you would hold a fake baby.
Okay. Well, Kendra, I think you're smarter than that. Let me ask you a question. Does your energy get to me, get phony from me? What's your energy?
Well, I just don't. I mean, there are certain. I don't want to answer that question because I'll answer it in the way of I would pray you would not be on my show as a grown man holding a fake baby.
Yeah, right.
Like I think that would be goofy is could be common at times, but that would be the goofiest thing any human could do is to hold a fake baby.
Yeah, for sure. Only reason I'm really holding her because she actually, while I was waiting on you, she normally don't go to sleep, but on my well, I don't like to promote things because I want to talk to you, but on Gizmo and the Goon, you can see her. That's my little thing with her. That's
okay. Well, let me read this one. This one said, Kendra, he lying and asked him to turn the baby alive around. He's sounding scamming. Nah, this isn't genuine.
Okay. I tell you what, I'm not into proving anything, but I'm going to do it just because. I'm gonna do it because I want to alleviate Kendra's ideas. But no, baby, ain't nothing phony about me. You just ain't never met a real man in your life. That's all.
I thought the baby's real, guys.
Wait, I'm terrible with this. Okay, there she go.
Yeah, the baby's real. Aw, don't wake her up.
Okay.
Don't wake her up. Don't wake her up. This one said, why is he dressed up like this late and where is he calling from? Looks like some sort of corporate building. The setting is suspect and he seems anxious.
What's the question? Let me see. He dressed. Okay, well, first of all, I used to tell you, Kendra, that men should come on your show dressed better. I told you one time about a dress code. I don't like how guys come on your show You know what I mean? Anywhere black men with in undershirts, it looks very tacky. So I've always been with black men dressing better. So that's why I came specifically dressed for Kendra. And when I was getting money like that, I always dressed like this. So I hope that answers your question.
Okay, fair enough.
We get to the questions already.
They said the people at Sam's Club makes pizza too.
I don't understand.
Okay.
You know, I'm not gonna keep going on to this, y'all. I got kind of hot. I'm not gonna go on and on. I mean, you see what it is. It's giving scammer. It's giving homeless person pandering on this show. I get it. You know, Kendra, make your money, make your money. Who am I? But just a child of God. But
let's continue.
Something about this kind of did not sit well with me. This man is homeless. He has a child in his arms. Whatever. Turned on the TV yesterday, and here he was again. He was ready to come back for more with a baby in his arm, and it was triggering for me. It was triggering for me because I have a child and a baby that's 2 years old that I love with every part of my body, and seeing this man use his baby as a prop and then looking at the comments was so disturbing for me. And I'm gonna tell you why, because people was thinking the same thing that I was thinking, and I really was not here for it. I was really not here for it. Here was my concerns. This man is on here pandering for someone to come and be his wife. And number one, I want to see all the red pill people who'd be doing these reviews about the women and how they ain't shit from these Kendra G streets. I want to see all y'all do a review on this man who trying to be nice, girl. I'm trying to be nice. This man is using a baby and he's living in a shelter, but yet he's on here talking about he wouldn't date a woman who did not know how to order a steak. He's saying that on one hand, he will provide for his woman, for his wife. He only wants a black woman to come raise his kid. He will provide for her. She ain't got to work, but you don't really have a real job and you don't even have a place to stay, but you're literally on Kendra G Live telling us that you want a black woman and have black women who wear weaves and this, that, and the third. Like, he don't want that. He don't want that. Sir, you are living a delusional life. Is giving very much delusion, and it was triggering for me and my home girls. Now, I let you slide when you first came on here. Okay, cool, whatever. You gave your T.I. speech. You gave the street thug energy. You could tell you've been in jail, child. You know, when everybody go to jail, they come out and now they're some type of philosopher. They know all, they see all, they do all, they can tell everybody what to do. We get it, sir, whatever. But then when he came back, not even came back, I guess Kendra G must have invited him to come back. I'm assuming she invited him to come back. She did a whole think piece on him. Now let me see if I can actually find that, because I didn't look at that. I think she did do a little bit of a think piece on him during the second interview when he came back and had that baby in his arms. It was just too much. I thought it was very irresponsible to give him a part two that seems to be over an hour long. That baby is just being used so he can stay in the homeless shelter. To me, in this particular episode, seeing this man have an opportunity to come back onto the show, this baby is awake. This baby is so little. This baby don't even have a voice. I am so triggered by seeing this man who's been in jail for at least 16 years of his life. This is triggering for me to even watch, because this baby is so innocent. And I'm not saying that this man is a bad father. I'm not saying any of that. But to me, you're in a shelter. You have no place to technically live. That's yours. But yet you have money to send Kendra G super chats. You're dressing up in these suits. In this particular live, he was showing that he bought his daughter like Easter dresses or whatever. It just seems so irresponsible to me. Like, I don't know. You don't need to be pandering on Kendra G looking for a wife. You need to be out here going and getting it and getting you and your child out of this situation. That baby started crying, y'all. I had to hang up the line. Seeing how this baby was trying to just sleep. And I guess he wanted to make sure that he was here and ready for Kendra G's part 2. So he put that baby down at one point. I'm gonna see if I can fast forward to it. Like, let's listen to what he's saying. I didn't listen to the whole thing. It was just too much for me.
I'll hate her mother to the day I die. And that's what it is. Do I hate her mother? No. I pity her mother. That one, I hate her guts. And I wish nothing but the ill will on her.
Awesome. Okay. Awesome. Have you ever gone to therapy, sir?
That's a great question. No, real men don't go to therapy. Yeah, that's another thing, Kendra. I take my problems to the creator. I don't go to therapy. I don't go spilling my guts. If there's pain, if there's something that I need to address, I address it with the creator. But I don't forgive or forget. I'm a man, Kendra. I'm very stoic. I'm just being blunt with you on your platform and giving these clowns, these silly cousins that you have, exactly what they were looking for. These weak black men who gossip like women, who think that it's okay to, man, you can tell a woman how you feel, and it's okay. Everything is feel, Kendra. That's the word. Feel.
Ugh.
You a sucker, dog. I don't go to my daughter with feelings. I don't come to my woman with my feelings. I'm coming with results.
That baby ain't making no noise.
So the woman that picks me, she's picking a winner. Regardless of
how are you a winner? You don't have no place to live.
I'm going to win. And like I said, once again,
Triggering.
I'm not going to get all the way into it. But when I pop back up on you, if you'll allow, respectfully, you're going to be like, man.
You're awesome. I want to say this. I want to see you do well in life, right? So I don't have any ill will intentions. I know you don't. I would love to see you go off in life and do better. You're changing your life around. I do want to say this. I've been meaning to say this. I don't agree that black women don't.
His baby is sleepy. That is so triggering for me. That baby is sleepy, want to be laying down. You got the bright lights on in your shelter, keeping that baby from going to sleep because you want a moment on the Kendra G Live. I think it's irresponsible on all parties. I think it's awful. I think it's just very triggering. Look at that baby. Look at that baby.
I'm not a woman. I don't get bitter. I'm not jaded.
Where is he putting the baby at when he starts to talk?
Like I said, I think I might know her. Shout out to you, baby.
In the background. Is this not funny? It's not funny.
We got a lot of super chats.
I figured.
All right, and we also, I do want to get the other guests on the show. So let me go through these super chats.
Yes,
I'm on my new phone, guys, so don't kill me if I can't see your question. This is the key.
It's just so toxic. It's just really so toxic. It's so triggering, y'all. I know I'm repeating myself because I couldn't even finish this episode because, see, as a mother, I'm just concerned. And I know it's giving bias because he's a father and it's like, oh, he is the father, so he has rights to the child and all this stuff like that. And I'm guess based off what he's saying, the mom isn't fit, whatever the case might be. He don't seem fit to me, but I would rather the child be with a parent versus being in the system. But this does not seem responsible. Where the hell is the baby now? I've never been to a shelter, thank God, and don't plan to be ever, God willing. But you being on this show for a part 1 and a part 2 when your baby need to be asleep is irresponsible to me as a parent. The way he's holding this baby, and he's more as a parent, as somebody who has a baby, like a young baby. You are more concerned with where your parent, how your baby is. Is it comfortable? Like he's zoned in on the camera. He wants this moment. He's zoned in on the camera. He is not zoned in on that baby who is trying to go to sleep. I'm nervous that the baby ain't making no sounds and no noises. That's another thing. But as people who make content and people who have these online shows and these platforms, I get it. You want to get the viral moment. You want to get to the bag. You want to lure people in so they can be subscribers to your channel and to your brand and buy your stuff and send you super chats. I totally get it. But I'm so concerned with seeing this man where, like, the whole time I can't even pay attention to what he's saying. Where the baby at now? Where the baby at now? Where the baby at now? Where does that baby, like, what's going on with that baby whenever the camera isn't showing? I just get so nervous. Is this baby in daycare? Where does the baby go? Like, as somebody, and again, it could be because Kendra G isn't a mother, and that's not a dig. But as someone who has a show, who has a platform myself, my only questions would be, I don't care about what kind of women you want. I don't care about how you like your steak. I don't care about, what age range of women you want. I want to know, where does that baby go in the daytime when when you got your pizzas, when you're making pizzas? Where does that baby go? My only concern in this show is that little baby who doesn't have a voice, who can't say, oh, I didn't eat today, or daddy's, this is happening when this is happening to me. And I'm not saying that anything's happening to this baby, but just as a mother, it's very triggering to me to see that this man took an hour and 18 minutes out of his day, out of his night, to put his child to the side so he can be online with Kendra G. And then it's not even only, okay, cool, we get it. You want a wife. I'm sure that'll be helpful to the baby to have a woman to help raise this baby. But the context of what you're saying, the energy of what you're saying, how you talking about these black women, it makes me feel like if you got this kind of anger on this platform and this kind of bipolar energy on this platform, what are you doing with that child when this phone hangs up?
My woman, Kendra, I will die for my woman. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. I'm one of them guys.
Why hasn't that baby made a noise?
Give my life up, as most black men will. We ask for submission, and that means Can
I be honest with you? I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. I think this is definitely because Kendra don't have no kids and she's zoned in and focused on the comments, zoned in and focused on the rhetoric and this dumb shit that this man is saying. I'm zoned in on this baby. My only concern is for this baby child. I don't care. Some views ain't good views.
Okay, baby, that's it. And I'm gonna tell you something else too, Kendra. I'm gonna get some boss game up tonight. Do you really want to know who run the world?
Okay, this one says, I can't say the name. Classy and upstanding women don't want goons. We would never be able to bring him around our colleagues and company parties. Sorry, it is what it is.
Oh, that's a great question, baby. First of all, I dress like a million. Ain't nobody at your party gonna dress like this. I can talk politics.
So ghetto.
I can talk history.
So ghetto.
I can talk sports.
So ghetto.
I can talk. I've been around these people.
So ghetto.
And when I call myself goon, I wanna specify that specific because I've noticed that I continue to get.
He wants to specify that specifically,
even from yesterday about it. I just mean
where is that baby?
Right, but I call has no peace, Kendra, and nor can he be at ease.
Like I'm going through this to see where, like, if he goes back and checks on that baby.
My job is to be consistent and set for that particular part, and then you.
And I don't see nothing where he's getting up, checking on that baby.
I'm just saying in terms of,
I have not lived in a shelter, but I have helped people.
Which is the word I hate. You know, it makes for bad
care and things of that nature.
Because what happens
and those places don't be having carpet; they be having hard floors. And as a mother, as a mom, that's what I'm looking for. Like I'm looking at where is that mother effing baby while he's on here talking with Kendra G live for an hour. There ain't nothing he's saying that's worth an hour.
But I will say this, and I'd like, first of all, I want to thank you for having me back. You had me once, and then you had me again. You accepted my invitation. Come back on. So I want to thank you for that. Shout out to my girl Figgy. That's the reason why we suffer is because we don't have enough black men who act, move, and behave like men. So our community suffers as a whole. And that's
look at Kendra's face, honey. We can agree with this, girl. We both thinking the same thing. Now let's go to these comments, child. I know I'm in the comments because I was kind of pissed by this. I thought this was just very, very irresponsible. 3,229 comments. Okay. Black women, please stop being offended when men say they don't want us. Let them go be with someone else and someone else's problem. I agree. Let white women have him. We black women decline. As a black man, this is embarrassing. The clothes are meaningless. Anger and hate are in full control with this one, and his words are venomous. He's been institutionalized. He's been institutionalized a majority of his life, but still sees himself as a winner. Bless his heart and God bless his baby girl. And that's the thing, honey. Bless this baby girl. Let me make these a little bit bigger. He severely unhinged. He don't spill his guts to a therapist, but here he is on Kendra G spilling his guts. He's got a lot to say about black women when he got a deadbeat white baby mama. This man is battling with serious systematic demonic strongholds. I pray he receives healing before his time. He's right. He does not care for titles, some of which include employee, homeowner, and sane. Damn, his mentality is more common than we know. So dangerous and broken, yet he's so unaware of his brokenness. Very scary with Melanie P. If y'all, I keep seeing words like dangerous, unfit, you know, things like that, and broken. And this man has a 9-month-old baby who cannot talk and say what condition she's living in or what her experience is with this man who is continuously showing anger and rage. Damn, his mentality. Let me see. So he was proud that his daughter married a man who did not have $50 for the marriage certificate. What a great father. 45-year-old man with 9-month-old, live in shelter, just got out of jail again, and think wearing a suit is gonna make him a man. He is mentally unwell. I hope that precious baby finds a guardian who will raise her in a healthy environment. Y'all, I'm not even be liking kids like that. And I will raise this baby. I will raise this baby. It's just awful. He's so gentle when speaking on his baby's Caucasian mother, but is dragging black women, including his own mother, his daughter's mother, and every other black woman. He also wants to pick and choose. Why is he so respectful of Kendra? I don't even know if I can even go on with that. I want structure in my home. Sir, you have no home. I'm so glad Kendra does these shows. It reminds us that there are all kinds in the dating pool. Choose wisely. Let's do the math. He's 44, so he's been in prison for over 60% of his life. So his dad killed his mom, and he still found a way to blame his mom. That's what we call foreshadowing. He does not like black women. He may not even like women at all. Ladies, with all sincerity, run. Hope he finds the therapy he needs. And this is a man who literally is raising by himself a 9-month-old baby. This makes me almost nauseous to think of where that baby is, what she's experiencing. Is she eating? At one point, I don't know if it was on the first episode or the second episode, the baby started crying, and he gave the baby a bottle that he picked up from somewhere in the shelter, in that room, and it has a blue liquid in it. Now, a 9-month-old baby is only drinking milk. I don't even know if a 9-month-old baby is okay to drink water yet. So what the hell was that blue liquid that he got? And where did he get that bottle from? Why is he giving her a blue liquid? Like, I don't care about this man's thoughts. I care about the safety of that child. Real men don't go to therapy told me everything I needed to know. He's sitting there holding a baby that's been abandoned by his white baby mama and still has the gall to spew hate at black women. Can't make this up. He's insane, praying for that baby girl and what she has to grow up around. Truth be told, I'm only here for the comments. At the end of the day, girl, Kendra G, find that baby. Girl, adopt that baby. Find a home for that baby. I don't care, sir. I do not care about what you looking for in a woman. I care about the safety of that baby. We don't care about you. We don't care about your requirements. We don't care about your height. We don't care about them ugly ass suits that you're wearing, thinking that you can come around corporate America. Is that baby okay? Is that baby safe? What are you feeding that baby? Where is the baby going during the daytime while you're making pizzas? If you're that delusional about your own life, how are you any fit to raise a child in a shelter? I see him going back to jail for unaliving a woman. He hates women with all his guts, yet pretends to love his daughters. That is it right there. I just don't care at this point. I'm going to say what I feel. It is just so irresponsible to sit and pander to this man just for the sake of views and the sake of super chats. Now, I don't know. I didn't have it in me to, as a mom, as a woman, I didn't even have it in me to watch this show in its entirety. But at the end of the day, girl, I'm sure she made a bunch of money in super chats alone from this episode. And honestly, I am disgusted. This man did not show to be a fit parent by his anger, his rage, and his dumb shit he was spewing out on this show. He is literally the male version of women he despises. Who's going to tell him? Imagine your mom being murdered by a man because of his lack of control and hate, and the mom still being at fault. This is how far the red pill goes. He gave a story about how his dad unalived his mom in front of his own eyes when he was younger, and he still blamed his mom for that. That's in a nutshell. Real men don't go to therapy is equivalent to I don't have feelings and it's dangerous. How many times have I seen the word dangerous in these comments, and nobody's really focusing on the kid enough for me? He only got custody of that baby so he can even get into a shelter. Without the baby, he would be on the streets living in a tent. And that is so scary. I have to read that again. He only got custody of that baby so he can even get into a shelter. Without that baby, he would be on the streets living in a tent. How could I give you an hour and 18 minutes of my time, a part 1 and a part 2? And I mean, Ray Charles can see that one of the main reasons you probably even have that baby is to literally be in that shelter. You know, it don't look good for men out here, especially single men. Unfortunately, black men who are homeless, like they have a hard time. But if you're the man that you say you are, get out the shelter, get your kid, get your daughter out the shelter. Like, the delusion is very, very scary. I pray this baby gets placed in a good home. That baby was so quiet on both episodes that it just made me uncomfortable. What did he give the baby before? I don't know. What the hell was that blue water he gave that baby? I don't understand. I don't even understand all the comments in here talking about him when there's an innocent child that he has on a bed. He got all these philosophies stored in his head, ready to regurgitate them, but none of them coincide with his own reality. Men are superior to women. Okay, how has that contributed to your advancement as a man? Sir, you're living a dream. Wake up. The dating pool is scary. The sad part about this is some women will take him just to have a relationship. Now, that's true. That's true. And honestly, in this case, I pray that a good woman finds this man. I know that sounds awful, but as a mother, I pray that a good woman finds this man and helps this man only for the sake of that child. And to the woman who reached out to him, baby girl, love yourself. I understand that taking a charity case tends to give you self-worth. I don't even care. I literally put in here with 332 thumbs up, praying for protection and peace for his daughter. That's all. Look, that's me. That's Garrett Melanie P. That's all I care about. Like my own. He's sitting there with a bastard child, but calling someone else's children as a bastard is insane. His daughter is being raised by a narcissist. Ain't no way I'm living in a shelter with a 9-month daughter working at Popeyes, and only thing he got time for is dating. This has to be April. That's the thing. Like, this is literally the most uncomfortable thing to watch. Let's read this again. 9-month-old daughter working at Popeyes, and you got time to be dating with requirements is diabolical. One of the most draining interviews in Kendra G singles history, and that I did not even have it in me to watch this shit. And it goes on and it goes on and it goes on and it goes on. I'm concerned for the baby. He's a hobo with a baby on a dating show trying to secure a lonely woman who will allow them to live in her home. His focus should be on getting a stable home for him and his daughter and providing for her. Dating should be the last thing on his mind right now. Like, this is the comments that I'm looking for. This is awful. This is really awful. It's unsettling. I didn't even have the stomach to finish this because it's unsettling as a parent. I don't even have the energy. I don't even have the heart or the soul as a parent of a baby to watch this man. Like, this shit ain't funny. It ain't comical. It ain't worth the super chats. It's, as a parent, I don't see how you could even stomach watching this shit. It made me feel so uncomfortable. Yuck. Damn, his baby mama wanted to be completely away. I can't. Listen, it is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, here are my final thoughts on this. Kendra talks about being a boss, being these things, and she is, I'm sure, in her own right. I respect any person, especially a black woman, but any person who, well, let's keep it above. Let me dumb this down. I respect any black woman who out here getting her money, getting to the bag. I get it. But when it comes to children, innocent children, babies, drinking blue water out of a bottle, that's where it draws the line. It's not enough money. It's not enough super chats. Unless I can help this baby, not even this man, unless I can take these super chats and this money from this episode and help this baby, it ain't worth it to me. It ain't worth it to me. It's uneasy. It's unsettling. And I'm just kind of confused on what would make her bring him back for another hour and 18 minutes. And I hope this is not the case. What it's giving is that you getting super chat after super chat after super chat after super chat. And where's this baby at? I don't know, y'all. Let me know your thoughts. This is disgusting to me. It made me feel very uncomfortable. I even hate that I'm talking about it, but it is what it is. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you on the next episode.